All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
The problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. The Celtics shooting just around 32% from the field. And for the Heat, and it's Mullen in at the 5 spot. And Grant, the play-in was added after you retired. You wish it was around when you played?
You know, B.A., no. But I do think we could have used it a couple of times in my years in Orlando. But, you know, in all fairness, the play-in is a success as it creates a Game 7 atmosphere. And the NBA really knocked it out the park with this one. You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Pass to Garnett. Here's Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Jump shot is good that time. Miami has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Ward. Oh, he slams it in!
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. Pass to Matthews. To the middle. Wide open. And he connects with a jumper. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Ward. Fires for 3. They get it back. Mullen. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Mullen's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And you look at how screens are set in today's game. Brett, the screeners get away with a lot.
BA, you could call an illegal screen on almost every pick and roll now. There's a lot of leaning. There's a lot of moving. Guys are extended outside of their body with their feet. But offenses, they greatly benefit from the way the game is called, and they'll continue to take advantage of it.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Matthews. Here's Garnett. Matthews misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Jacks up a 3. Pure from three-point range.
That's pretty much not how they wanted to end the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Miami has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. And the Heat making a change here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the Cobra.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Heat shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Puts up a three. And the Heat, another three.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Thomas. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Ward. And that one's good. Ward's got 42 in the game.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And Ward pulls it down. They set a pick. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. And they now stand at 3-0 in group play with only one game left to go, Greg.
NBA, before the knockout round of this in-season tournament, which they look poised to make, if you ask me. No missteps yet.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Cold-blooded MP. You guys really poured it on out there.
You schooled a promising young rookie on the court tonight, but I'm wondering if, as a veteran, when you look at this next generation of players, are there any lessons you can teach them off the court?
I think so, yeah. I know something that took me a long time to adjust to is the business side of things. The NBA is a big business, much bigger than what happens on the court. So all the so-called extra stuff, things like interviews, appearances, even social media, that's all important because you're not only representing yourself as an individual, you're representing the league and its brand, as well as your own brand, of course. But you've got eyes on you everywhere, so everything you do matters, and that can take a long time to fully understand.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job. Get this win. Have a good game, man.
put me on top. City on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough. Speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day. Never caught off, not one day. But I'm still on my way.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fourth and final group stage game of the in-season tournament. It should be a good one. Implications are on the line for the knockout round. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Carter out there with Little. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Burton in at the small forward. And for the Heat, we've got Ward. And it's Quinn in at the point guard. And Greg, this game is the fourth for both sides for the in-season tournament. A lot at stake for both of these teams.
Yeah, they've come out with a mission in their group matches so far. A win here for either side could put them well on their way to securing a berth in the knockout round.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And here's Little. From down in the low post, it goes. Little's got the first points of the night for the Cavs. Here's Ward. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Are you kidding me?
That free throw good from Ward. Both free throws good from Ward. And here are the Cavaliers now. Now Little. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Wembanyama, no good. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Ward. They set the pick. Second shot opportunity. Gray, that's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
The pass to Burton. Carter outside. Shoots over Dudley. Shot clock at 6. Burton. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Stolen. Passes to Carter. And Barnes sends it back.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Here's Ward. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Wembanyama passes to Callaway. The shot's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Ward. And he dunks it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The Heat getting the bucket. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Had the space there, but it's offline. Miami leading by 4. Here's Ward. Drills the three-pointer. Ward's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Little. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Here's Wembanyama. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Ward, leading by 5. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Little. Lays it up off the glass. Little's got his second bucket of the night.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
They set the pick from deep three-point land. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a...
Substitution on the field.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ward. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Miami ahead. They're up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. O'Neal is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Henderson. And it's Baker in at the 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Sixers looked really strong. He ended up with 43 points, and he was all over the glass in that one, with a season high in rebounds. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Whitehead, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. RJ, so much goes into extending an NBA playing career. What was the key for you in your long career?
Well, for me, physically, I had to start doing more things away from the game of basketball, doing yoga, doing strength training, but also the changes mentally. I went from a 20-point-a-game scorer to a guy that was getting 3 or 4 shots a game. You have to be able to accept your role and then star in your role. And for me, I just love doing that.
Inside, here's Larson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
O'Neal finds Henderson. Here's Whitehead. O'Neal a screen on Dudley. Lock at 6. Baker in the corner. Tries a 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Ward. Carries it down low. Ward's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to O'Neal. Down low. Here's Baker. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Baker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Ward, the pass to Larson. Count that bucket. And the Heat lead by 7.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Baker, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Lets it go from deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
O'Neal sets the screen for Henderson. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Ward. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And the foul called on the Cobra. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Burton's checked in for Baker. And it's Little in for Whitehead. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Here's O'Neal. Still scoreless. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 16-7 run. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats, and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer, when I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Barnes. That's good, and he's not. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Carter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gray kicks to Quinn. Here's Ward. 21 points in the game. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ward's got 24 points.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
The pass to Burton from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
3.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Ward. And another basket for Miami.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody, and as we start to work our way through the sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. favorite city to eat in?
Whatever city Kenny was in, I'd go steal his lunch, and we beat his team on the court same night.
Wait, just for the record, that never happened.
Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Their defense is the opposite of disruptive. Listen, in the NBA, everyone's so good. You can't completely shut a team down, but at least make them work for it.
I expect that's what they are discussing at this very moment. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.